Should you worry about having an estate plan if you don't have much money? Hey everybody, my name is Marcella Dominguez and I am here to not only help you with your business needs, but also some of your estate planning questions. You should have a will or a trust. I'm sure you've heard someone say that. Most people think estate planning is only for the wealthy, those with sprawling homes, luxurious cars, and considerable investments. If you're someone who doesn't think you have enough to worry about, you might be asking, do I really need a will or a trust if I don't have much money? I don't have that many assets. Let's face it, we all live busy lives, and for many, thinking about death or what happens to our belongings once we are gone is an uncomfortable and distant thought. The temptation is to push aside such concerns until they feel more relevant. But here's the problem. Whether you're rich or not, what happens after your death can have a lasting impact on your loved ones, and in some cases, not having an estate plan can create chaos and financial strain even for people with modest estates. In this video, we're going to dig deep into the misconceptions about estate planning for people without significant wealth, explore why it's important even if you don't have much money, and uncover a straightforward solution that will give you peace of mind, all without having to be a millionaire. Estate planning. What is it and why does it matter? Estate planning is the process of arranging how your assets, whether large or small, will be distributed after your death. But it's more than just a document outlining who gets your things. A will or trust can also address important decisions like medical care, guardianship of your children, or who will manage your financial affairs if you're unable to do so yourself. For many, the words estate planning conjure images of attorneys and expensive suits and conversations about multi-million-dollar estates. In reality, estate planning is far more inclusive than that. It is for anyone with property, financial accounts, or even personal belongings they'd like to ensure go to the right person after they pass. Even if you don't have a lot of wealth, estate planning can make a significant difference. Let's explore why. Why you should care even if you don't have much money. Avoiding family feuds and uncertainty. One of the most overlooked aspects of estate planning is the emotional toll it can take on your family. Once someone dies intestate, in other words, without a will or trust, their assets are distributed according to state law, not their personal wishes. This can result in family members fighting over belongings, causing long-lasting rifts. Even a small estate can be a source of conflict when there are no clear instructions. The solution? A simple will can ensure that your wishes are followed and reduce potential disputes. But here's something else to consider: minimizing court costs and delays. If you die without a will, your estate will likely have to go through probate, a legal process that can be lengthy, expensive. Even if you don't have much money, the legal fees and administrative costs involved in probate can significantly reduce what your family inherits. Having a basic will or trust can streamline the process, saving your loved ones money and stress. Here's yet another issue to consider: appointing a guardian for your child. If you are a parent, the importance of an estate plan becomes even more urgent. Without a will, there's no guarantee who will take care of your children if something happens to you. Even with limited assets, naming a guardian in your will ensures that the person you trust will step in. Without that decision, the court will decide based on a variety of factors, and the outcome may not align with your preferences. Here's yet another issue to consider: addressing digital assets in today's digital age. We all have a collection of online accounts, from social media to banking or even investments. Without a clear plan in place for managing or closing those accounts, your family could face unnecessary confusion. You don't need to be wealthy to own digital property, and planning how these assets should be handled is a critical part of modern estate planning. Estate planning isn't just about material possessions, it's about giving you and your family peace of mind. Knowing that you've made decisions about how to handle your affairs after you're gone can help reduce the burden on your loved ones. This sense of control, even in the face of inevitable death, is invaluable for your own well-being. So if I have you thinking about estate planning now, you're thinking to yourself, how much is this going to cost? Is it very expensive? Estate planning sounds expensive. One of the biggest misconceptions about estate planning is that it's prohibitively expensive. The reality is it doesn't have to be costly. A basic will can often be created for a few $100s, and in some cases, it can even be done online through services that are both affordable and user-friendly. So scroll down into the description if you need our help or you want a template. The cost of not having having an estate plan can be far higher in terms of emotional and financial strain on your loved ones. Here's a breakdown. Let's go through an example of a common estate planning situation and its costs. For wills, people can expect to pay between $200 to $500 depending whether they hire an attorney or use an online service. Trusts, a revocable living trust, which can help avoid probate and provide more flexibility, may cost anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000, $5,000. However, this can be worthwhile if you have more assets or complex circumstances. You might also want to consider a power of attorney and medical directives. These documents can often be added to your will or trust package, and they are generally affordable. Many estate planning attorneys offer comprehensive packages that include all of these documents for one flat fixed fee. So while the idea of paying for an attorney services might feel like an unnecessary expense, consider the cost of your family members trying to navigate the probate process without your guidance. Legal fees, court costs, lost time can easily outweigh the investment in creating a plan. But here's what I really want to touch on in this video. What about trusts? Are they only for the wealthy? Trusts are often associated with wealthy, rich individuals, and they can be useful for a variety of reasons, not just for multi-million-dollar estates. A trust allows you to pass your assets directly to your beneficiaries without going through the public and often lengthy probate process. While the upfront cost of setting up a trust might be higher than a basic will, it can save your family significant time and money in the long run, particularly if you have minor children, or you own property, or you have complex assets. For someone with a modest estate, a trust can still be a very valuable tool if you want to avoid probate or ensure that your assets are managed properly for your heirs. The key is to understand that estate planning is about more than the dollar value of your estate. It's about creating a plan that ensures your wishes are carried out with minimal disruption to your loved ones. You might be thinking, this all sounds great, but I don't have the time or resources to put together a complex estate plan. The good news is that you don't have to. For many individuals with modest estates, a simple will and basic power of attorney documents can be more than enough. So if you're somebody that's considering a will, here's what you could do. A simple will can outline who will inherit your belongings. It can name guardians for your children, and you can find affordable services online that will guide you through this process, or you can secure a template through us by scrolling down into the description. A durable power of attorney. This document allows someone to make decisions on your behalf if you become incapacitated. It's an important addition to your estate plan, and it's often inexpensive to create. But what about a healthcare directive? Have you heard about those? This legal document allows you to specify your medical preferences in the event you're unable to communicate your wishes. This is particularly valuable for families as it removes the burden of decision making in a crisis situation. Choosing beneficiaries for your accounts. Most people at one point in time have designated a beneficiary. Many financial institutions allow you to name a beneficiary for your retirement accounts, insurance policies, and bank accounts. This ensures these assets pass directly to your loved ones without going through probate. So the key here is that an estate plan allows you to stay organized. Keep a list of all your important documents, account information, and anything else your loved ones might need after you have passed. The more organized you are, the easier it will be for your family to handle everything when the time comes. The take-home point: take action now, not when you need to take action. The idea of planning for the end of your life can seem daunting, but the truth is you don't need to be wealthy to benefit from estate planning. Whether you have a small savings account, a car, or just personal items of sentimental value, having a will or trust can prevent unnecessary stress, it can prevent family conflicts, and it can prevent financial burdens for your loved ones. The solution does not have to be complicated or expensive. Start small by creating a basic will where you name beneficiaries and you make sure your family knows your wishes. Doing so will bring peace of mind and prevent headaches later. The bottom line, if you care about your loved ones and want to ensure your wishes are respected, estate planning is essential, no matter how much or how little money you have. The sooner you do it, the better. But before you log off, make sure to catch that video right there, as it's a great follow-up to this one and understanding the estate planning process a little bit better.